How's it going? JimiasWorld is here. Yes, we are here and back with another video. I'm gonna get you guys my favorite month. Yes, it is finally February. I am so excited. This is my birthday month and it is also Black History Month. We're gonna give you all the Black book recs all month long. Make sure you guys are staying connected because there's about to be some heavy hitters in this stack. I have my February hopeful list right here, and we're going to be celebrating Black excellence all month, period. Make sure you guys do all the things like, comment, share, subscribe, hit the bell for all notifications, and let's get into it. Black History Month is very important because at the end of the day, it's Black History Year. There is innovators, creators, activists, thinkers overly extending for this entire country and have been here since the beginning of time, and we want to celebrate this month in the best way possible. Positive, informative, and making sure we stay and build knowledge, right? So the book I had to include in here is a book that, again, should be about a person who I should have learned about in history in high school, middle school. It should be taught in all schools. And this is none other than Malcolm X. I am going to be reading the autobiography of Malcolm X. This autobiography is told by Alex Haley, and I'm excited because I'm going to be learning and just soaking up all this great information from one of our civil rights leaders, and I can bring that information to you guys so you guys can be informed and learn and grow with me as well. Can't wait to get into this one. This is definitely happening, and I feel like it's definitely going to be a great and informative story. The first book I'm picking up to start off February, like literally February 1st, I'm grabbing this. I already have the tabbies to annotate. Everyone that I follow and value their book selection opinion put this book at their #1 book of 2024. We have The Reformatory. This is by Tanana Reeve Dew. I am extremely excited for this one. This is a book that came out last year. It is about a boy who got sent to a reformatory school after doing something he shouldn't have been doing, allegedly. And I guess there is ghosts in this school, and he is going to be traveling with those ghosts. And it's going to be some weird, very potentially trigger warning things happening. And it's supposed to be a historical horror fiction novel. Make sure you check your trigger warnings. I think this is going to be, again, informative, very, very informative. I think it's going to be kind of spooky. I think it's going to be exciting. I can't wait to get into it. I've only heard the absolute best things about this book, and it's going to get read starting February 1st. The next book I will be getting into just turned into an adaptation of a movie. It is called The Nickel Boys. This book is by Colson Whitehead. This is about some young boys who also went to a reformatory school, and they ended up becoming friends and navigating this thing together. And a couple of events in this story can potentially shatter you. I am very nervous, excited. This is something that definitely needs to be read, and the movie needs to be watched after. I really am intrigued and cannot wait to get into this because it was inspired by true events. I will definitely be giving you guys my review. This book is very short, so I am extremely curious to find out what's going to happen because people have cried from reading this book, and I'm just like, I don't know what to expect, but I definitely know this will be getting read this month. The next book I will be reading is a book that has been on my TBR for a while. I cannot wait because I am a thriller girly and this is my bag. We have The Jigsaw Man. This is by Nadine Matheson. This book is supposed to be about a guy who is copying the actual guy who is cutting up people's bodies and like forming them into like a puzzle to figure out. And it is supposed to be about a criminal attorney who is trying to figure out and uncover what is going on. Is there a copycat? The actual Jigsaw Man is locked up in prison, and I am excited. I am in this kick of like mystery, what happened, who did it, and why type of time. And I know this is going to be good. I just have a feeling it's going to like give me that itch that I need this month while I'm reading these very, very powerful stories. So I cannot wait to get into this one because this is, even though it's a thickie, is happening for sure. The next book I will be getting in literally just came on my doorstep today, right? And I didn't know if it was gonna make it here in time to add into this video, but it is here and I cannot wait to get into this book. We have Smoke Kings. This book is by Jamal Mayfield. This is supposed to be about the Emmett Till time frame and when that very tragic event happened and what was going on around that time it happened, okay? I cannot wait to get into this. I feel like it's gonna be gritty, real, and raw, and I am excited to learn about new Black authors and just get into this type of story because it's so many things that happen in history, but we don't really know what's happening around that time. These very big and tragic things happen throughout Black history, and just like discomforting feelings around that time. So I cannot wait to check this one out. I'm excited. You guys will be definitely be getting the inside scoop. I will be challenging myself to read these stories because I have so many bangers on this list to where it's like, am I gonna get to them? Let's hope. But this one I really want to get to. So it might get read right after the Reformatory. A book that I have been holding and like prolonging and like just waiting and waiting for so long to read. And it is time to crack it open. The third book in this series comes out in March. And I haven't even read the first book. We have Legendborn. This is by Tracy Dion. This is a book that has the best ratings, quoting my book besties, the best magic system, the best ratings, and just a vibe throughout. Reading the premise, it just sounds like it's gonna be a banger. Like, Legendborn is about a female main character named Bree Matthews. Her mom has passed away and she is trying to figure out what happened and why. I guess there's something where these Legendborns are under this certain type of ruling. Let's try to read a little bit because I feel like I'm on brand, but I want to make sure I have it right. After her mother dies in an accident, 16-year-old Bree Matthews wants nothing to do with her family memories or childhood home. A residential program for bright high schoolers at UNC Chapel Hill seems like the perfect escape until Bree witnesses a magical attack her very first night on campus. A flying demon feeding on human energies. Annotating, yes. We're getting to this month, yes. What? Don't even ask me why I haven't picked this up sooner. This is happening. I keep saying this is happening with everything, but this one is happening. That sounds so interesting, and I want to get into my fantasy bag, and I want to find more Black authors like Miss Tracy Dion to give you guys good recs for. And this one is going to be a great one, so I'm excited to get into it. And you guys will be getting all the inside scoop on how I feel about this story, like deep dives. We have a book that was rated #1 in 2024. This is a retelling of Huckleberry Finn, but on the slave side and slave POV. We have James. This book is by Percival Everett, and this is something that needs to be read, and I feel like it could be very enlightening for everyone. If you've heard of Huckleberry Finn, then reading this POV might be extremely informative and make you be more transparent about different stories in different times. So this is something I definitely had to pick up. It was something I definitely had to add to the stack because it's something that I feel like should definitely be read and should definitely be soaked in this time. So I'm not sure if I will be getting to this, but I am going to try. There's so many books on this list, and this one had to get added because it's a banger, and I know it's something I will try my best to get to. And we have the final book of the potential guarantees that I will be reading. And this is a love story. V-Day is in February as well, but we still keeping it Black, period. We have a love song for Ricky Wilde. This is by Tia Williams. This is a book that was recommended by one of my book besties who told me, if you don't read romance, read this one. This book is set in the Harlem Renaissance time, and I have not really read a lot about the Harlem Renaissance, so I'm excited to get into this. This cover is gorgeous, And this has to be something I read because this is the only romance I have for this month. And I've just heard the best things about this story. So this has to get added into the stack where it's like, this needs to be read and we are going to challenge ourselves to get to it. With the guarantees and trying to get read stack, I have 3 honorable mentions. If you are new, the honorable mention stack is for a space where it's like, okay, this book is not giving what I was hoping it would give. Not saying any of these won't do that, but I still like to have backup energy just in case, because if the book isn't giving me what I need to give to where I might have to hard or soft DNF it, I need to pull from that honorable mention stack. And that honorable mention stack is like guarantee 5-star. Let me say not guarantee 5-star, guarantee 4-star and above. We have one from the honorable mention to start off. Is called Jackal. This is by Erin E. Adams. This story is about a young Black girl who went missing in her very rural white town, and they're trying to figure out what happened to her. Then other things start happening and other young Black girls go missing. I feel like this is highlighting a very big epidemic that happens in our country and beyond with Black women that go unknown, unfound, and just get brushed under the rug, that don't get talked about in the news, that's not in mass media, that's not getting marketed or looks like good enough to be marketed into like the mass media market. This for sure, I really believe is going to be a 5. It's a mixture of sci-fi, thriller, and paranormal. So I had to add it to the honorable mention stack because I'm like, this one I believe will definitely be a 4-star and above. The next book is from a Black author that is always getting mentioned on my For You page on Book Talk, as well as right over here on BookTube. We have The Weight of Blood. This is by Tiffany D. Jackson. This book is supposed to be a YA thriller. It's supposed to be a Carrie retelling, and I am here for the tea. I am here for the slasher. I am here for the who did it, who's the queen, what's gonna happen the night of the dance, all that. I'm here for every little bit of that, and I had to add this to the honorable mention stack because I know if none of these trying to guarantee to get to read books are hitting for me in that moment, this one will give me that itch for sure. And the last book I added to the honorable mention stack is a book that I seen on Book Talk from a Black author that got traditionally published. This book I got as soon as it released, and this is a book where the second book comes out, I think 2025, quote me if I am wrong in the comments. This book is called Lore of the Wild. This is by Annalie Sabrana. If I'm saying that wrong, I apologize. This is beautiful. I love this cover. It is gorgeous, okay? And you see that? Like the glare just coming off the letters. Like, it's so beautiful. This is a book I was supposed to read a long time ago, last year. Never got to it. Life started lifing. I had to have a lot of obligations. This one had to get added because this is one that's been on my TBR for a very long time. And I feel like the story is going to be a hit. You guys will know if I pick up one of the honorable mentions, and 9 times out of 10, it's going to be this one first because we have to get to this. We're gonna see what is hidden for. The synopsis says, a stunning romantasy debut about an enchanted library, 2 handsome fae, and 1 human who brings them all together. We love a romantasy, okay? Yes, this had to be added to the honorable mention stack, and yeah. Thank you for staying all the way to the end. Make sure you guys do all those things, like, comment, share, subscribe. I just want to take the time to thank all you guys so much for continuing to stay to the end of the video, continuing to support, continuing to comment, like, and if you stay to the end of the video, let me know by giving me the answer for this question that I'm going to ask right now. We're going to do it. Boom. I'm going to ask just for fun and giggles to know who's staying to the end of the video. What is 12 times 12 times 11 times 12 plus 2 times 5? Let me know the answer in the comments. That's how I'll know if you made it to the end. And I will see you all in the next video. Thanks.